DePoyster kicks off for Wyoming. He boots it to the LSU 5-yard line. Grisapi returns 15 yards to the Tigers' 20-yard line, where he's tackled by DePoyster. After 3 passes fail, it's LSU with 4th and 13. Worley back to punt. He gets off a 38-yard boot to the Wyoming 45-yard line. Washington takes it and returns 5 yards to midfield, where he's stopped by Wilson. 1st and 10 for Wyoming. Toscano hands to kick. He moves over right guard for 4 to the LSU 46, where he's stopped by Owens. 2nd and 6. Toscano to kick again at right guard. No gain this time. Griffin making the tackle. 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the Cowboys. Toscano hands to kick at left end, and he picks up 7 and the 1st down at the LSU 39 before he's brought down by Manton. 1st and 10 Wyoming. Toscano hands to Tom Williams. He tries left guard and picks up 5 at the LSU 34, stopped by Manton. 2nd and 5. Toscano to kick. Kick moves outside right tackle and picks up 2 to the LSU 32. He's brought down by Garlington. 3rd down, 3 to go, and with Toscano holding, DePoyster kicks a 49-yard field goal for a new Sugar Bowl record with just 1 second remaining. Wyoming leads 13-0. DePoyster kicks off for Wyoming. It's an onside kick out of bounds at the LSU 35. Wyoming is guilty of illegal procedure, but LSU refuses the penalty. Time for one more play with 1st and 10. Stokely back to pass. Is chased for 2-yard loss to the LSU 33 as the 2nd quarter ends. The score at halftime, Wyoming 13, LSU nothing. DePoyster kicks off for Wyoming to start the 2nd half. He boots to the LSU 3-yard line. Grisapi returns it 32 yards to the LSU 35 before he's stopped by DePoyster. It's 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Stokely hands to Allen. Moves over right guard for 5 yards to the LSU 40, where he's stopped by Devlin. 2nd and 5. Stokely hands to Allen again. This time at left guard, he picks up 2 to the LSU 42, where he's brought down by Adamson. With 3rd and 3, Stokely hands to Allen again. He moves over right tackle for 11 yards and a 1st down on the Wyoming 47 before he's run out of bounds by Aylward. LSU, unable to continue moving, with 4th and 13 at midfield, elects to punt. Worley kicks to the Wyoming 9-yard line, where the ball rolls dead. It's a 34-yard kick. LSU then forces Wyoming to kick after 1 1st down. DePoyster gets off a booming 60-yard punt. Tiger safety man Grisapi, after backtracking to the LSU 25, finally picks it up and returns 6 yards to the Tigers 31. After 3 passes fail, LSU is forced to punt. It's 4th and 18 at the LSU 23. Worley gets off this 45-yard kick to the Wyoming 32-yard line, where it's finally grounded. It's 1st and 10 for Wyoming. Toscano, the quarterback, drops back to pass. He eludes one man and throws to Huey, complete for 37 yards and a 1st down at the LSU 31. 1st and 10 Cowboys. Toscano hands to kick. He moves over right guard for 4 yards to the LSU 27, tackled by Griffin. 2nd and 6. Toscano pitches to kick. He slices over right tackle, gains 2 to the Tiger 25, is stopped by Garlington, but Wyoming is penalized 15 yards for holding the LSU 39. That makes it 2nd and 21 for Wyoming at the Tiger 39. Toscano drops back and passes the kick for 10 yards to the Tiger 29, where he's halted by Thomason. Now it's 3rd and 11. LSU 29-yard line. Toscano drops back to pass. It's intended for Hampton, but broken up by Garlington. With Toscano holding, DePoyster attempts a 46-yard field goal. But it's no good as the ball sails to the left, and LSU takes over on its own 20-yard line. 1st and 10 Tigers. Stokely hands to Allen. He moves outside right tackle and gains 3 to the Tigers' 23, stopped by Adamson. 2nd and 7 LSU. Stokely fakes, drops back to pass. He throws intended for Morrell, but it's incomplete as it overshoots the mark. 3rd and 7 for the Tigers. Stokely back to throw again. He heaves one to Smith, and it's complete for 39 yards and a first down at the Wyoming 38-yard line. Washington finally runs him out of bounds. 1st and 10 and LSU moving. Stokely hands off to Smith at left guard, and he picks up 5 to the Wyoming 33, stopped by Gutberg. 2nd and 5 now for LSU. Stokely hands off to Smith. He moves this time over right tackle for 6 to the Wyoming 27 and a first down. Stokely, the quarterback, hands off to Stevens at right guard, and he gains a yard to the Wyoming 26 where he's halted by Shoemaker. That makes it 2nd and 9. Stokely back to throw. He sights Morrell in the end zone, but it's broken up by Washington. That makes it 3rd down, 9 yards to go for the Tigers. Stokely's going to pass again. This time he throws to West for 14 yards and a first down in the Cowboy 12. Washington makes the tackle. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Stokely keeps the ball, and he sweeps left end for 11 yards and a first down at the Wyoming 1-yard line. He's brought down by Stankus. It's 1st and goal for the Tigers. The ball in the Wyoming 1. Stokely hands to Smith at right guard, but he's held for no gain by House. 2nd down, goal to go now. Stokely again hands off to Smith, and this time he cracks left guard for a yard and the touchdown. With Haynes holding, Hurd kicks the extra point with 2:10 to play in the 3rd period. LSU's touchdown came on an 11-play, 80-yard drive. The score, Wyoming 13, LSU 7. Now Manton kicks off for LSU to the Wyoming 9-yard line. Kick takes it and returns 11 yards to the Cowboys 20, where he's stopped by Garlington. Wyoming falls short of the first down, and with 4th and 1, DePoyster punts 36 yards to the LSU 35. Grisafi returns 13 to the Tigers 48 before he's run out of bounds by Kick. 1st and 10 for LSU. Stokely pitches to Newfield. He tries left end, and he gains 2 to midfield before he's stopped by Bowen as the 3rd period ends with Wyoming leading 13-7. The final quarter begins. It's 2nd and 8, LSU's ball. Stokely, the quarterback, hands to Smith. He booms over right guard for 6 to the Wyoming 44, Adamson making the stop. 3rd and 2. Stokely gives to Smith. Slashes through right guard and gets 9 yards to the Cowboys 35, and it's a first down, Tigers. LSU now with 1st and 10. Stokely back to pass. He throws to Morrell, who makes a beautiful catch and an 11-yard gain for a first down at the Wyoming 24. Another 1st and 10 for LSU. Stokely keeps it. Moves off the right side and gains 6 to the Cowboys 18 before he's brought down by House in Washington. That makes it 2nd and 4 for LSU. Stokely gives to Smith at left guard, and he picks up a yard to the Wyoming 17, halted by Dirks. Now 3rd down, 3 yards to go for the Tigers. Stokely keeps the ball. He sweeps left end for 7 yards to the Wyoming 10 and is run out of bounds by Devlin. It's a 1st and 10 for LSU. Stokely gives to Smith, who hits right guard for 3 yards to the Cowboys 7, stopped by Bowen and Adamson. 2nd and 7, Tigers. Stokely pitches this time to Smith. He goes at right tackle, but he's stopped by Aylward for a yard loss at the Wyoming 8-yard line. That makes it 3rd and 8 for LSU. Stokely fakes and drops back to throw. He passes to Morrell in the end zone, covered by Spites and Stankus, but it's complete for 8 yards and a touchdown. With Haynes holding, Hurd's attempt for the extra point fails. With 11:39 to play in the game, LSU's touchdown drive has carried for 52 yards in 10 plays. It's Wyoming 13, LSU 13. And Manton kicks off for LSU, booting to the Wyoming 3-yard line. Washington takes it in. He gallops out 29 yards to the Cowboys 32, where he's stopped by Thomason. Wyoming is unable to move in 3 plays, and so with 4th and 1 at the Cowboy 41, DePoyster punts 55 yards to the LSU 4-yard line. Versafi goes back to take it and returns 14 yards to the LSU 18 before he's stopped by Huey. Wyoming is penalized 15 yards on a personal foul in this play, and LSU plays it from its 33. After 3 plays and 2 penalties, it's 4th and 5 for LSU at their 38. Worley punts the ball 25 yards to the Wyoming 37, where Spites signals for a fair catch. Wyoming takes over now, 1st and 10. Toscano, the quarterback, drops back to throw. He passes to Huey, complete for 9 yards to the Wyoming 46, stopped by Garlington. 2nd down, 1 yard to go. Toscano hands to Kick at left guard, and he picks up the 2 needed for the 1st down at the Cowboy 48, tackled by Griffin. 1st and 10 for Wyoming as Toscano drops back to pass. Throws to Huey, but the ball is dropped. 2nd and 10 for Wyoming. Toscano hands to Kick, and Kick is going to pass. He throws intended for Huey again, but is intercepted by Youngblood on the LSU 36-yard line. Unable to move for the 1st down, LSU plays a 4th and 5 from its own 41. Worley punts 27 yards to the Wyoming 32, where the ball is grounded. After a gain of 1 yard with 2nd and 9 Wyoming, Toscano goes back to pass. He throws intended for Lindsey, but it's intercepted on the LSU 45 by Griffin. Griffin gallops back 24 yards to the Cowboys 31. Tigers ball, 1st and 10 at the Wyoming 31. Stokely hands to Smith. He slashes right tackle and gains 16 yards and a 1st down at the Wyoming 15. Washington finally runs him out of bounds. First and 10 for LSU. Stokely hands to Smith, who moves off left guard and gains a yard to the Cowboys' 14-yard line. Dirks makes a tackle. 2nd down and 9. Stokely back to pass. He throws complete to Morrell at the Cowboys' 1-yard line. He goes in for the touchdown with 4:22 left to play in the game. That play good for 14 yards. With Haynes holding, Hurd's placement is good. And LSU now leads 20-13. The touchdown drive covered 31 yards in 3 plays. Manton kicks off for LSU. He boots to the Wyoming 12. Tom Williams picks it up, returns 2 yards to the Cowboy 14 and fumbles out of bounds. 1st and 10 for Wyoming with 4:18 to play. Toscano keeps it and goes at right end for 13 yards and a 1st down at the Cowboys 27. He's stopped by Fry. Toscano, the quarterback, keeps the ball. Looking for somebody to pass to, decides to run, and he swings around left end for 7 yards to the Wyoming 34, where he's stopped by Kober. 2nd and 3 for Wyoming. Toscano hands to Kick. Cuts off right tackle and gains 2 to the Cowboy 36. Tackled by Bozeman. 3rd and 1. Toscano hands to Tom Williams. He moves over left guard for 2 yards to the Wyoming 38, stopped by Kober. It's a 1st and 10 for Wyoming. Toscano back to pass. He finally throws to kick, and it's good for 10 yards and a 1st down at the Wyoming 48. Tackle made by Griffin. Another 1st and 10 for Wyoming. Toscano rolls out to the right, throws to Tom Williams, complete for 6 yards to the LSU 46. Griffin makes a stop. 2nd and 4. Toscano back to pass, is hit by Garlington, fumbles. Garlington recovers for the Tigers at the Cowboy 43. It's an 11-yard loss for Toscano. There's a minute 37 seconds left to play. LSU short of a 1st down. And Worley punts 21 yards to the Wyoming 18-yard line where the ball is grounded. LSU is guilty of illegal procedure, but the Cowboys refuse the penalty. There's 39 seconds left on the clock now as Wyoming plays a 1st and 10 from its own 18. Toscano passes complete to kick. He moves for 10 yards and a 1st down at the Cowboy 28. Gilbert runs him out of bounds. 1st and 10 and time running out. Toscano, the quarterback, rolls to the right. Gets away from one Tiger. Passes to Anderson. Good for 54 yards and a 1st down at the LSU 18-yard line. Wyoming is guilty of illegal procedure, however, penalized 5 yards to stop the clock with 1 second to play. That'll make it 1st and 15 for Wyoming at the Tigers' 23-yard line. 1 play left. Toscano passes to Huey for 18 yards to the LSU 5-yard line. Kent makes the stop as the game ends. Kent shaken up on the play, but the Tigers win the game 20-13. And now we go to the Sugar Bowl's 34th annual Players Awards banquet. Coach Lloyd Eaton of Wyoming presents awards to his team. Here's Coach Charlie McClendon of LSU presenting awards to his squad. President Sam Cornswit Jr. presents the Sugar Bowl trophy to winning coach Charlie McClendon of LSU. Dr. Fred J. Wolf Jr., Vice President, awards a trophy to Coach Lloyd Eaton of Wyoming. Past President Charles Zatterin presents the Most Valuable Player Award trophy to tailback Glenn Smith of LSU. And here's the 1968 Sugar Bowl Queen, Miss Patricia White, and Secretary John Bobinger. Plan to visit New Orleans, historic city of charm and culture, the home of the Sugar Bowl.